Hey everyone, Jordan here with Fairtune Records. We recently connected with Jamal Byas for a quick Q&A. He kindly recorded his responses, giving us a unique glimpse into his thoughts on his new album, musical influences, as well as the challenges and rewards of being a musician with autism.
Hi, everybody. It is Jamal Byas, and I'm here with my interview questions for my album, Welcome to the Jamal Byas Story, which is out now. Well, this album was a personal album to give to my fans after the part of me doing the whole thing myself with TuneCore, had 3 albums and a lot of other ideas. So I put the thought of them together for the fans to just say, hey, this is me taking my next step and this is for you guys. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. The overall feel of this album was to tell stories and make a memory for the fans as I transitioned to the label from being an independent artist. So that means that even if I was telling my Good Boy Gone Bad story, I'm still transitioning it over from it being under me to TuneCore under Fairtune Records. Oh man, I would have to say my guy Fly Kid Fresh, who has been an amazing mentor to me and also been a couple of featured on my album. And also I have learned some things from him. But there was one song that we did together and we loved it to where it couldn't be released. So it's on my YouTube page because of issue writings, but I promise I will get that released. But the main reason I started doing music was Ariana Grande's The Way, because Ariana Grande is my favorite artist. So within the process of the songwriting, only one song in particular had started with lyrics, but that was the whole thing with that song, but that song wasn't added to the album, the final version of it, due to the rights for it. But everything else has been added within finding the beats for it and then the lyrics. And sometimes the songs were easy to tell with the stories to share towards everybody. So that was my favorite thing to do within songwriting. Recording the tracks was still the same for the album as the old albums under my name. I just never thought it would be me doing this for a job. But I learned a lot of things from the point where I'm almost able to do everything myself. So within learning tricks from Fly Kid Fresh and then, doing things myself when I was starting off doing things myself, I kind of learned how to do everything slowly, but surely it has gotten better for everybody and everything. Oh boy. Now, collaborations and stuff like that, I can name a lot of them. Caitlin, Donovan, DJ Bubby were amazing for my track Memory of You. It was an idea that was by Caitlin and me one day after the whole version of my first album that was under my name was done, but it was getting the right people for the beat. Donovan and DJ Bubby came in with their stuff, and Memory of You has become a song about missing somebody and heartbreak. Vital Garcia was featured as the person who I've done the hooks on Back at It and Hard for Me. Haley Renee, amazing person that I found on TikTok. We became friends and worked on Safety Net. And also, let's not forget my mentor, Fly Kid Fresh collaborated with me on Back at It, Big Booty Girls, Run It Up, and we also did another song, but it's only available on my YouTube page due to the rights. But we're still fighting for that one, and that one was called Eat the Cat. Oh, my favorite track. Okay, so I couldn't pick one, so I put two, in which there are two versions of it on the album. So it's under the same name, but the versions are different. So We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love. My favorite tracks. The regular version was something I wanted to do to express my feelings for a friend that I had a crush on. The sad version was the trickiest to do, and it would be tricky for me to perform it. I would hope that I don't break down due to how much it changed from the original version. And plus, the extended version is the sad version, in which the clips of it was to add to the sad version to make it more tear jerking and emotional to relate to. Because I was not expecting to do a sad song about a breakup or whatnot. But the original version was so happy and dancey to where, oh, well, I can't be friends with this person and, we're miles and miles apart and I just want to love her. But then the sad version, you come in and then it's like, oh, we've just broken up. Music has helped me with a lot of creative ideas that I had, whether I write it and sing it for the version that I would like for the album. Sometimes it may be the first try, or it may take more time and the lyrics changes it takes for me to work it out. And trust me, within writing the album firstly, within just myself, I had a couple of lyric changes versus doing it like first try. But sometimes first try, I get the album correct, and then by the time it gets correct, it sounds phenomenal. I actually have a talent of writing lyrics and knowing what beat I would want to work with. I have made some really great songs that would be on repeat with the talent, and I'm thankful for that and my fans. But I really do want to work with some other people as well. So I'm open for collaborations and everything else, in which I hope that this might start off my career. The challenges I have faced are haters and stuff on social media apps to promote my music, but I ignore them and bring more songs for my fans because the haters say I use too much auto-tune. But auto-tune is not for everybody. I mean, you got singers like Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, and everybody else either using a little bit of auto-tune or they using their real voice. So why can't I use auto-tune? I mean, some people do use auto-tune and it doesn't ruin the song. It's just how you put the song together at the end of the day. So you could put a well-known beat, have well-known lyrics, and then you put your vocals, but then your vocals aren't there. You could easily fix that with a little bit of auto-tune if you know how to do it. I have a fantastic fan base, and I was able to work with some people. The hype about starting the career years back and now joining the label is really crazy. Never thought I would work with a label, but now in the future, it's like, can I work with other artists? And then, am I going to be able to get some shows? Who knows? The advice I would give to any musicians within any disability: music is therapy. You could you could do it and not be the next artist that's on the radio today. I mean, make yourself a new version of you because you are original. You don't have to be a copycat of everybody. You are the next person that most likely everybody wants to hear. You never know unless if you try it. All my songs are for everybody, depending on the mood and the certain age range. Sometimes the title itself speaks for what age range am I going for. I mean, sometimes if I just say explicit on one thing or whatnot, it doesn't mean that, oh, well, this is the age range I'm going for, and it's that, the other. I mean, sometimes I could speak for it without the, the explicit symbol or whatnot. That's why most of the time I make it clean versions and then radio versions for people to play around kids. And it will be scrubbed down to where the kids won't be able to recognize it about what I'm saying. My goals. Let's see. Play a show for the National Down Syndrome Society Buddy Walk at more places for people with disability. Have my songs in a film. Also make a movie based on a future album that I'm working on for a future album, hopefully. And, probably open up for other artists, work with other artists, like the normal dream for any musician. Oh boy, I know that this was a question for everybody. So, my Eternal Sunshine is a crush that I had for a long time. And I have talked to her and we're great friends. She's a celebrity. And I had a crush on her when I saw her in the movie for the first time. When we met, I was so nervous. But then a year later, I made a rough draft of my album, Eternal Sunshine, for her and made it into a smashing album. In some songs, they're in reverse to say a message about her, even though I was scared to tell her. And I know that everybody's wondering who it is, but this is where I can actually say it. Her name is Madison Tevlin, and I call her my M, or Eternal Sunshine. M is just short for her name. The toughest track is going to be tricky for me to pick. But to answer that question, it's going to have to be Hate That I Love You. That was the hardest track for me to record and also try to put out after I wrote it and recorded it. It was a sad song and it was heartbreaking since I really did hate that I loved this person and it came back to bite me in the future. So, yeah, number one song for tough to perform. I do have others that are going to be tough to perform, but it'll be a little bit easier for me to do. But Hate That I Love You, that's going to be a nail biter for me, even. I had a few songs, but the majority of them I liked or loved. My least favorite track that I did was called Happy Interlude. I know I was supposed to make a song, but at the same time, it was a boring track that I recorded and made. Least favorite one that is on top of my list. But then there are more songs that I did and I didn't even like, but that was the one song I hated. And trust me, it was the most boring song ever. Well, I may have an album for certain holidays, but on some holidays, I might do a single for the holiday. So the answer to that for an album, a full blown album, that question's still in the air, but I'm thinking about it. But maybe. Yes, I always have a dream collaboration for an album in any album in the future. I always wanted to work with Ariana Grande. Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Dua Lipa, Tate McRae, Maroon 5, Sia, Blackpink, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Bruno Mars. Always open for other collaborations if I like the song, though. But I'm not picky. So if I like the song, and if I get to write my lyrics and stuff like that, and it flows and everything, I'm open to it. The answer to that is yes. The new version of the Good Boy Gone Bad album is going to return. I don't know if it's going to be kept as a trilogy or made into a saga, but it's still in the air. But I want to bring him back. But I am going to make new sounds for the album, and I hope that we do get to bring him back because he was my favorite character.
Thank you so much to Jamal Byas for this insightful interview. We're incredibly excited to be working with you here at Fairtune Records. Be sure to check out his latest album, Welcome to the Jamal Byas Story, available now on all streaming platforms. You can find links in the description below, along with links to his social media, as well as ours. If you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends to support independent musicians like Jamal Byas. Thanks for watching and for your generous support. Have a great day.